Well, hello. For today's video, we are going to take you to a Jjimjilbang, which is a Korean bathhouse and spa.
Yeah, so this Korean sauna is really popular, especially on the weekends with families, people of all ages. So we're gonna give you a complete tour aside from the naked parts.
Yeah, because there's more to a bathhouse than just scrubbing down and getting naked. Apparently they also have rooms where you can nap, watch Korean dramas, eat food, so we're gonna show you all that.
And the place we're taking you is probably one of the most famous bathhouses in all of Seoul, and it's massive. There's basically 5 floors, so we're gonna give you a really good tour of that.
Let's go! Girls wear red and boys wear brown. Now I'm gonna go change. Bye! So this is in case you're interested in the outfit of the day. I have my Princess Leia towel, orange t-shirt, red shorts, and barefoot. That's what you wear at a Jjimjilbang. So before we can explore the Jjimjilbang, we need food. It's lunchtime and I haven't eaten yet. So this is my very first time at a Jjimjilbang, so I don't really know what to expect. But Sam here is an expert, and he's been coming on almost a daily basis, so tell us all about it, will you?
Yeah, so while we wait for our food, I'll explain a little bit. So the Jjimjilbang portion is basically the common areas. It's from the 2nd floor up until the 5th floor. And you have all kinds of different rooms. You have a PC bang where you can go on the computer. You have all these different sleeping areas. You have these different theme rooms that have different variations of temperature. You have restaurants, just a whole bunch of different stuff. But the actual sauna part, the part where you get naked and you go down into the sauna, is men and women only. And
segregated.
Yeah, it is segregated. And so you go into the sauna, the Korean bathhouse, and you have basically all these different kinds of hot tubs. And some of the hot tubs have special kind of water, like there's one that has like mud and all these other different ones. There's a jade one, for example.
Different minerals.
Different minerals. They're supposed to have different kind of health properties. So you go into those, and you also have, within there, you also have the sauna itself. You go into the rooms where you sweat, and then you have steam rooms, and then you have, which is one of my favorite things, it's kind of like, I call it the polar plunge pool, and it's ice cold, so after you've been sweating for a long time, you go from the extreme heat into the extreme cold. So that is my favorite.
That is a very Canadian of you, Sam. The polar plunge.
The polar plunge.
Of course.
Just like a polar bear from Canada.
Nice. Our food is ready. Oh, everything is so hot. Ooh. That could have been an accident right there. My little arms were shaking with the tray.
So for our first Jjimjilbang meal together, we decided to go with a couple of our favorites. What?
Yeah, the rice is burning hot. Anyways, these
give us a tour.
These are our 2 go-to dishes whenever we're at a restaurant. These are our favorites. So first up we have the dolsot bibimbap. This is the stone pot rice with all the different vegetables and mushrooms and a raw egg on top. And it's really cool because you mix it around and then it starts cooking in the pot. And then we also got the sundubu which is a tofu soup, like a spicy tofu stew, and that comes with rice. This is how I burnt my finger just now.
Touching that.
Don't touch it.
And then we have a whole bunch of other side dishes. We have kimchi over here, and this is also something really cool. This is called miyeokguk, and you can actually order that on its own. I think when you order it on its own, it's cold. But this is basically your Korean seaweed soup, and this is very typical to find in a Jjimjilbang.
Yeah, it's a very light broth.
One of the characteristic foods you'll find along with shike, which is your Korean rice drink, and along with keiran, which is your Korean style egg. Hard-boiled egg.
Actually, they're not boiled. They're cooked in the hot rooms.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then the other one that you can find, is, this one's to cool off, is the pot bean soup, which is your basically your shaved ice along with your beans and other assorted fruits
We'll have some
and sweets.
of that later.
Yeah, we're gonna have that later on in the day.
Lunch. Let's dig in.
Dig right in.
I kind of want to eat yours. Yours looks so good.
So does yours. I can just by looking at it, I can tell that I think the quality is gonna be really high here. How is that?
Good stuff. Spicy. Woo. Ready to mix yours?
Oh yeah. Come check this out. So I'm just gonna give it a really good stir.
Look at those colors.
Yeah. Beautiful. What a thing of beauty. To see why, you know, this is one of our favorite Korean dishes.
Ooh, and the crispy rice.
Yeah. The best part, guys, is when you're having dolsol bibimbap, is let the rice burn a little bit on the bottom. That is so delicious.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the dolsol bibimbap. The burnt rice at the bottom.
And this is the movie room. The movie starts at 3 p.m. so we still have a few hours, but aside from that, we've also noticed there's a table tennis room, there's a reading room, computer rooms. What else? I feel like there's so much to do.
And it's just only on one floor.
Yeah, so let's keep exploring.
Chilling out wasn't enough, you can come to the workout room and try to get buff.
Is that how you work out? No. Show us the proper technique. Inside the charcoal room, it's only 22 degrees, and that's the coldest room we've been able to find aside from the ice room. The others are like 50 or 60 degrees, which is just unbearable.
Yeah, that would be bad for the camera. So let's go in.
Quietly, because people are sleeping. Up to the 5th floor. This is the sleeping room, so we'll have to be very quiet. Going to sleep in a cave. Sam is about to head to the sauna / bathhouse part of the Jimjilbang. So I'm just gonna stay here in the entertainment room, watch TV, read my Kindle.
I'm gonna get naked and sweat for a while.
Yeah, you go get naked.
And then when I come back up, I think we'll have a pot bean soup. So that's the plan as of now.
Bye, Sam.
So the cutest thing ever happened today. I was in the sauna for like 45 or 50 minutes, and I come back up to the 4th floor and you were sound asleep on the hard mat with all the other people.
I don't know how I fell asleep, but it was just so relaxing even though the floor is hard. So I've just woken up and now we're going to have some dessert. We have ordered pot bean soup, which is a really nice summer dessert. It's made with shaved ice and red bean paste.
And we also have shike, a rice drink.
Yeah, it's like
sweet
a rice
drink.
Juice. It's really good.
Check this out, guys. I don't know if you can see this well, but there's actually chunks of rice in the shike. So let's try that.
You can actually buy this in a can at GS25, but it's so much better when it's fresh. Look at those chunks of rice in there.
So refreshing, so sweet. And I like that it's cold because it's a little bit warm in the Jimjilbang.
Yeah, you're actually sweating right now.
Yeah.
You can see those beads.
Well, actually, it's probably just I'm a bit wet from the shower too.
Oh, okay. Excuses, excuses.
And the pot bean soup has arrived.
Yeah, so let's mix this. It's basically shaved ice. We have the red bean paste. We have some cornflakes, chunks of fruit. Wow. What else is in here? It's a bit of a surprise, so we're just gonna mix it together.
A little bit of everything. I
Yeah.
think there's some other kinds of jellies and some sauce.
Yeah, and some kind of nut powder as well.
Try a bite of that.
So this should be refreshing.
Brain freeze?
Trying not to get one.
So how was that?
It's good, it's refreshing. It's icy. So another thing we've noticed here at the Jjimjilbang is that people wear towels on their head that kind of look like the Princess Leia buns. So I'm going to show you how to fold your towel that way. So you basically take this and fold it into thirds. So like that.
Like
Let me
so?
do it here. Like so. This is how it's done. And then you take the ends and you roll it out like a donut several times. So let's do that.
First donut, second donut.
This is my first time doing so it may not be perfect. Now the other end.
So you got basically have donuts on both sides.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I think they wear the towels on their heads because they're going into a lot of the hot rooms, the steam rooms. So I don't know, maybe they're just trying to retain heat or something.
Alright, and that's where the head goes.
There.
Ta-da!
Do I look like Princess Leia?
Yeah, you kind of do.
Okay, now your turn. The completed look, Princess and Prince Leia. So we've been in the Jjimjilbang for a few hours and I think we're ready to wrap up the experience. This was my first time here and it was pretty cool, even though I didn't go in the showers or the saunas. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Well, I got the full experience here and I have to say, for the price you pay, it's only manwon, 10,000 Korean won, which is about roughly, say about $9 US, just a bit over that. It's incredible value. Like, I think something like this, maybe in North America, Europe, might be $50, $100. So to be able to come here for such a cheap price and experience all these cool, you know, rooms and get full access for the sauna and the
it
Jjimjilbang.
kind of feels like you're going to a hotel for the weekend or like a spa.
It really does.
Yeah, so you're just very relaxed and lounging around. So it's a pretty cool experience.
You can see why it's so popular here in Korea. And if you find yourself traveling in Seoul or anywhere in Korea, because you can find these all over Korea, definitely check out a Korean sauna, Korean bathhouse at Korean Jjimjilbang.
There you go. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta.